AEW is signing a top free agent. We're going to talk about it in today's video. Don't forget, we're giving away this championship belt at 100,000 subscribers, so go ahead and click subscribe today. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Ango Show. This one is a big one. We're not going to keep it too long of a video, but it kind of sounds like a no-brainer, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about it. But it appears that AEW is going to be signing Will Ospreay. Tony Khan obviously should be interested in Will Ospreay. He's been utilizing him on his TV product. But then some very interesting stuff came out with Will Ospreay talking about being very open to WWE, to TNA, and then obviously AEW. Now, with that being said, according to a new report from Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, all roads seemingly lead to AEW, with lots of people expecting Ospreay to sign with Tony Khan in 2024. At the same time, too, Dave Meltzer doesn't rule out a move to WWE for Will Ospreay. Obviously, there is a lot of benefit to AEW, being that it's a lighter work schedule versus going to WWE, doing so many live events and whatnot. But keep in mind that Ospreay has been very vocal and very open to joining the WWE, TNA, and AEW. He's okay with relocating to the U.S. This is obviously a change of tune from in the past, where it sounded like Will Ospreay would never go full-time in North America. Keep in mind that there's also been some stuff being said about Will Ospreay hiring the same agent that does negotiations for Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, and many other wrestlers, and he goes by the name of Barry Bloom. So he's an infamous pro wrestling agent, right? He negotiates the big deals for these guys, and it sounds like he could be helping Will Ospreay get a big money deal with AEW. Obviously, Will Ospreay has been heavily utilized in AEW. Obviously, you got to take into account that he worked the All In show in front of 80,000 fans. He even got it tattooed on him. So obviously there is this easy speculation that a lot of people could go with as to why it makes sense for him to join. And I've said this before, like logically, like in terms of style and everything, Ospreay should be going to AEW. I do see the benefits of him going to WWE. I'm not one of those people who are against it, but I think the best move for the pro wrestling industry as a whole is Will Ospreay going to TNA, because and I've said this before in another video, but AEW has Kenny Omega, WWE has Roman Reigns. TNA has a nice roster, but they don't have that one guy that's like the true leader of its roster, the forefront of its roster. So that's why, for the betterment of the wrestling industry, obviously Will Ospreay going to TNA would be my preference. But in terms of AEW, there's nothing wrong with him going there. Keep in mind that his contract with New Japan doesn't end until February 2024. But currently, as it stands, he's been able to work AEW as well, so I don't think that's going to be a big issue. And we'll see how that goes. I think what the cool thing about Will Ospreay joining TNA or AEW is that the option to always go back to New Japan it's always there. And obviously with WWE, that wouldn't be on the table. So there is some benefits to it. I want to know what you guys think. Don't forget, I'm giving away this championship belt at 100,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching.